23, 10, 31, entry number 4. World of Warcraft Hardcore Vanilla Mak'gora tournament happening today. I was watching the qualifiers yesterday while organizing my magic cards. Dang. I've seen competitive World of Warcraft be played, both retail and a little bit of vanilla, and it's kind of crazy to think about. Like, even back in the day, doing some normal duels and thinking about, like, oh, it's so taboo, don't use health potions and stuff like that. Like, people are gonna make fun of you and say, like, oh, you're a bad dueler, whatever. This whole sense of, like, you can use anything to get the win, because if you don't, your character is dead. That is crazy to me. And now, with the raised stakes of potentially $50,000 to be won, it's going to be very exciting to watch. I was speculating yesterday, how many people are behind the scenes betting money on this to figure out, like, who's going to come out on top? Like, what are the bets? What are the odds? I know people are just, like, for funsies doing channel point predictions in, like, some Twitch channels and stuff. I predicted correctly on a couple of wins yesterday, but that just feels funny. I don't really care. But people, are people betting their house, their wife, just to try and win, potentially big money? I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting thought, though. I could see people doing that. But I hope not, because then there's always that potential, you see it in stories a lot where, oh, they're going to throw the fight because they're going to earn a bunch of money, and then it kind of undermines the integrity of the competition. Either way, I hope to see some really good action today. We're definitely going to be covering it. I'll probably just be, to be fair, I think they just want people to watch this and get reactions of different people. So I'll likely be bouncing between Asmongold and SFan the way I was yesterday and giving my own reactions to it while I'm just, like, enjoying the sights and fiddling around with my magic cards. So if you feel like you're lost in the ever-scrolling chats of those folks and you want to come somewhere a little bit more low-key and watch, come chill with me. I'll be streaming it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what occurs today. I hope they've thought of some contingencies, because I think the person who was running the camera, I believe they said it was Finn. It sounded like they thought ahead enough to spawn in 2 characters to act as cameramen. But in the very last duel, the way the cameraman got caught by a grenade, it was like a rocket, or a goblin rocket or something. Dude, that was so funny. What a great time for it to happen. And then there's going to just be other interesting things, like when there was a tie between 2 rogues, and it's like, oh, well, which rogue is going to move on? Well, we're not going to let the mods decide. We're just going to Mak'gora right now. Whoever wins moves on. Whoever dies, dies. Like, amazing. So it'll be really cool to see more of that. And I'm interested to see who's going to be the top priest. I think his name was, like, Sods or something. Sots? I can't remember the name. But I want to see priests win. Part of me is hoping it's not going to be a shadow priest, but I guess, generally speaking, shadow priests are just more meta. But it would also be nice to see a priest win who didn't go all the way down the shadow tree to shadow form, but instead is leveraging a few of the shadow talents, but then leaning into some discipline to try and get, like, the stun resist and boosting their potential damage output. If they can get far, I can't remember if you can get far enough down the holy tree to increase your holy damage, But then again, holy spells are like really slow cast, so that's not very meta. Shadow Word Pain and Mind Blast really are your best offensive tools, but Mind Blast has that cooldown, even if you reduce it a little bit with the talent. And I wonder how many people did the improved Psychic Scream, because it'll save you 4 seconds, or is it 4 seconds or 2 seconds? But it's a 30-second cooldown normally, and shaving off a few seconds to get that fear back sooner is potentially helpful. But if you're running around the battlefield trying to like gain distance, you might not need those extra few seconds. Maybe you already have a strategy that allows you to kind of get that distance without needing to improve the cooldown. It would be nice to get more insights on like what items are people using, and some people are very aware just because of their pure game knowledge, but I guess it's too late to have some kind of add-on that allows you to evaluate their talents and their gear. Or maybe Raider IO allows you to do that. I can't remember. It's going to be super interesting to watch. So come watch tonight. It'll be fun. See you then.